천자문,
千字文
千字文
In this lesson, we'll look at characters 329 through 336 of the 1000 character classic, the 1500-year-old Chinese classic in which no characters are repeated. These lines, 83 and 84, emphasize harmonious relations and cooperation. The translation reads, "Keep harmony with ranks above and below. When the husband sings, the wife follows." Let's look at line 83 character by character. The first character here means up or above. The next means harmonious or peaceful. The third character means down or under. The last one here means harmonious or amiable. The translation reads, "Keep harmony with ranks above and below." Now let's hear it pronounced. You'll hear it from a recording in Korean, Japanese, and Chinese.
상하하목,
上和下僕
上和下目
I'll play this one more time.
상하하목,
上和下僕
上和下目
Here's line 84. The first character here means husband or man. Next we have sing or chant. The third character means wife. The final one means follow or accompany. The translation reads, "When the husband sings, the wife follows." Now let's hear it pronounced.
부창부수,
不祥不随
夫唱妇随
I'll play this one more time.
부창부수,
不祥不随
夫唱妇随
Let's look at a few radicals or components. First, if you look at 329 and 331, those are very basic characters that mean up and down, and they are reflections of one another. They're both indexed under the one radical, but it is the divination radical component that interests me here. I wasn't able to find any etymological link between divination and these characters for up or down, but the link is more apparent in this word for outside that appears in the next line of the classic. Next, look at 334. First of all, it's indexed under the mouth radical, as is character 330. That makes sense here, as this character means sing. The other thing I want to point out is that the right side is sun on top of say, and those are not the same character. The 335th character is another example of old-fashioned values when it comes to women embedded in Chinese characters. The character for wife is made up of the woman radical on the left and an obscure character meaning broom on the right. Based on the 8 characters of these two lines, I've come up with a word list. I've tried to select words that are common and relevant to Japanese, Korean, and Chinese. Advanced, higher ranked.
상급,
上級
上级
Republic,
공화국,
共和国
共和国
peace,
평화,
平和
平和
underground,
지하,
地下
地下
harmonious, peaceful relations.
화목,
和睦
和睦
Married couple,
부부,
夫婦
夫妇
man of character, all right,
대장부,
大丈夫
大丈夫
sing, vocal music,
창가,
唱歌
唱歌
married woman, wife,
부인,
夫人
妇人
Have a look one more time at the words of this lesson. See which ones you remember. I've added 100% stickers to the words that are frequent and essential words in all 3 of the languages. Okay, let's move on. So before I wrap up this lesson, I'll leave you with a few points of intrigue or clarification. This character, which means harmony, is very often used in Japan to refer to things that are Japanese style. For instance, a traditional Japanese meal purchased in Japan would be called washoku. Japanese style in general is washiki, as opposed to yoshiki, which is Western style. I looked up why this character is used in this way, and apparently a character pronounced wa was an ancient name for Japan, and this character looked like this. But in the 8th century, Japan replaced that character with this one. The character for down occurs in many words that relate to the subterranean, or things that are under something else. One of these is for the underground train or the subway. In Korean and Japanese, it looks like this. So it's chikatetsu in Japanese, or chiachol in Korean. Chinese, on the other hand, drop the middle character, which is the word down, and it's simply this. So in other words, ground or iron representing the rail. These characters refer to husband and wife. But if you want to know how to say husband and wife in Korean, Japanese, or Chinese, it's more complicated. There are several different ways to refer to a husband or wife depending on whether the speaker is talking about their own spouse or someone else's spouse, and also may depend on who the speaker is speaking with. That's a wrap for this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll look at lines 85 and 86, which have something to say about the interplay of teachers and parents.
천자문,
千字文
As always, I remind you that I make these videos partly for my own study purposes. My skills are not advanced in these languages, so it's quite likely I've made some mistakes or forgotten something obvious, so don't hesitate to point that out in the comments. And if you have a question, then drop a comment, and hopefully I or somebody can get back to you. The goal of this channel is to make a video for each line of the 1000 Character Classic while exploring language study methods and connections between the Chinese, Japanese, and Korean languages. I wish you happy and productive language studies.